slight technical difficulties getting it going. Let's get chat up on my other phone so I kind of know how far behind I get. There we go. Kevin, good evening. Did your 4th news interview at the Citrus Connection bus terminal in Lakeland. I will have to check that out. I'm happy for you, Kevin. Mary, how are you doing? I'm almost to 5K. Holy crap, I am. Shows how much I've been paying attention. Nah, I've been down a couple of rabbit holes the last few days. Borderline, how are you? LaDonna, good evening. AG, what's going on? Ryan, what's up? I want to. You were that guy from that place. I am that guy from that place. Except I don't know what place or where. Some days I don't know who I am. Warren says, I like that. Last day to cancel 2025 after the 14-day free trial. Thank you, because I got to cancel a free trial of my own. Not of 2025, but I've been, like I said, I've been down a rabbit hole the last few days. Mike, what's going on? How you doing? Kelly, how are you? I'm doing all right. I think I finally, some of you guys have told me, and it's finally sinking in. I feel like I made the big time, because now it doesn't matter what video I post. I have so many haters. I mean, you guys balance that out, but honestly, some of the people that comment, the trolls that comment, I'm honestly surprised that they know how to. But thank you, Mary. Yeah, we're getting close to 5,000. Never, still blown away that I'm over 1,000. Trolls and haters help the algorithm, so it's not all bad. No, it's free entertainment. Honestly, it's free entertainment. I had one person earlier today. They ended up deleting their comment. We were going back and forth having some fun. But Punk Chica, how are you doing? The baddest, appreciate it. I'm actually due for a haircut. Yeah, I'm due for a haircut. Little trim. J Twist, what's going on, brother? Borderline, I'm definitely ready for spring. Definitely. I'm on the hey, it's starting to slowly, day by day, it's starting to get daylight a little bit later, like 1 minute a day. Jason, I'm doing good. Like I said, been down a couple of rabbit holes the last few days that have. It's dangerous. It's very, very dangerous when I go down a rabbit hole. Mama Ranch, I appreciate that. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm doing good. All things considering. No, there's nothing to consider. I'm doing good. I've been a couple times a year. This is completely non-gig work related, but a couple times a year I go and I go down a rabbit hole of genealogical research, trying to find some answers to questions. And then I end up finding something else. And I'm like, whoa, I didn't. Wait, that happened? Like family generations back. And it's a lot of fun. But sometimes it's best not to ask questions. Love your vlog, so humble. I appreciate that. Next road trip, we're headed back out to Nebraska to wrap up storage unit, and that probably middle of February. Jason's still working. Try not to go down a rabbit hole unless you're hanging with some rabbits. Yeah. Jason, God dang squirrel moment. Never mind. I'll think of it. It'll come back around to me. Dan, how you doing? Ryan, I know you're okay. Yep, we're sliding. How is it out there for you today, Jason? Today sucked. For me, it sucked. But you guys will see that tomorrow. JD, what's going on? DoorDash asked me last night for feedback. They wanted feedback. I got a pop up at the end. I only did a couple orders, but ended my dash, went home, and I look after I ended my dash. It said a little thing popped up. It said leave feedback about your last dash in under a minute. So, under a minute, okay. How satisfied were you with your dashing experience? Ranked from very satisfied, satisfied, neutral, dissatisfied, to very dissatisfied. How satisfied were you with how much you earned on this dash? Again, very satisfied, satisfied, neutral, dissatisfied, or very dissatisfied. How satisfied are you with how much you earned per offer? How satisfied are you with how much you earned in tips? And would you like to add anything else? They should not give me that. But the joke was actually on me because I went through, it was like, click, click, click. Wrote out what I was going to submit, and the app wouldn't let me submit it. Came up with an error, so they don't really want to know what we have to say. Spark, I like. Some days are just like with DoorDash and every other app. Some days are better than others, but well, Jason, it is time for you to go get some tacos. Call it an early day. Tomorrow, Mike will be a lot better. Scooter Bud, how you doing? Sisler, what's going on? Food delivery's terrible these days. It's getting rough. Definitely weighing my options. Honestly, you guys are going to be the first ones to know because you're loyal and you're friends, and I consider you guys friends because you come hang out every Tuesday, and you guys put up with me multiple times a week. So, and you do it by choice. So, I definitely consider you guys friends. By the end of this year, I will not be doing gig work full time anymore. I will be down to part time. Don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but the channel's still here. The channel's not going anywhere. There's still going to be videos. But mentally, I can't do gig work full time. Not anymore. So. Lots of downtime between offers. Tornado Garden. How you doing? Orders I get are solid, but not many of them last week and this week. Yeah, there's been a lot less orders going around. Was it yesterday? It's another thing. I think it's like screwed me up. Just like every day's just a day that ends with Y, so I lose track. It was either yesterday or day before. I sat with DoorDash and Spark going, and my phone did not go off once for about 45 minutes. Like not even anything to decline, just nothing. But Mary, I agree. Spark is great for me because oftentimes I don't have to deal with anybody. No employees. Although the other day I did a Spark order, it was a shopping order, and I could not get out of Walmart fast enough because I think the average IQ was about 70. It was actually scary. I'm just glad ignorance isn't contagious. Who is still making $1,000 a week doing food delivery only? Anybody? Because it's not me. I don't want to know how many hours a week I would have to work now to make 1,000 a week. Don't go to the dark side of a W-2. Jason, that is not going to happen. Ryan, yeah, I think California you can probably still make $1,000 a week. You guys get the Prop 22 and all that, so that helps. But yeah, there will be no W-2 in my future. If I thought about medical delivery, I've looked into it a little bit. I need to look into it a little bit more. There's some legalities in different parts of the country. So, Bushlight says employment 800 a week. James, what's going on, brother? How you doing? And Ryan has become Sisler. This is like a We Are Legion thing. Sure, you thought a lot about exit strategy, and gig work becomes only part time for you. Good luck and hope it works out. Well, appreciate it, Mike. Yeah, after we're in 2025. So April 1st, I will have been doing gig work full time for 9 years. It's probably time to find something else full time. Like I said, still doing this part time, but and that's by the end of the year. Good. Hairline is going back home. That's funny. I still have hair though. Glad to hear, James. It's very profitable as long as you do the research and less time waiting. That's where a lot of it's at. It's not how much you're making per order. It's how much time you're sitting not getting anything. Signature on delivery is easy. Ryan says Prop 22 is helpful, probably 150 a week. Well, with what vehicle you drive, that's probably your gas. I don't know. Do you spend 150 a week in gas? I mean, you are in California, so it's possible. Food delivery is no bueno in my area. Shopping orders and curbside pickup are the norm here. Prescription delivery to a lesser extent. Yeah, I haven't picked up a pharmacy order in a while. Still haven't picked one up on Spark. I had. When was the last time I picked one up on DoorDash? July? June? It, it's been a minute. No worries, Jason. I will do that. High blood pressure? In my family, probably. No, actually, yes. Shopping orders is the only good income anymore, either Instacart or Spark. Yeah, that's what I was going to tell DoorDash, but they wouldn't let me. I even cleared it out and typed something else, but I tried to, and it wouldn't let me submit my answers to their questions. So apparently, like I said it before, they really don't want our opinions on things. Because would you like to add anything else? Well, this is as great a time as any. I was I said $2 base is an insult. If you're hiding tips, what else are you hiding? We drive cars, not U-Hauls. That's in reference to Lowe's, Mattress Firm, those kind of orders. We are contractors, but treated like employees. And I asked if I shall continue. Shall I continue? And then it popped up with an error and said, we don't want to know what you have to say. So thanks, DoorDash. Thanks, Tony. Probably spend 120 per week on gas. So that extra 150 a week. DoorDash is paying for your gas, I guess. Or the state of California. Warren says 20. God dang, 23 of 30 deliveries last week when we're shop and deliver. James, I'd jump on it. If nothing else, it's nice just to have another app that you're able to turn on. So have as many apps as you possibly can. But Spark's good. Spark's good. I haven't had any issues with Spark yet. No, I had one issue yesterday. Some of you that have done Spark probably have experienced it at some point. I get to the customer's house. I go to scan the barcode because it was a .com order or whatever. Pull up right in the customer's driveway because it's a long driveway from the road. Pull up, confirm, go to scan. It says you're outside of the green circle. I'm like, how the heck am I outside the green circle when I'm standing in their driveway? I'm standing right in front of their house. Long story short, I had to walk back out to the driveway, go walk up about 50, 60 feet to get inside the green circle so that I could swipe and then scan. And then I end up having to walk back up again so that I could take a picture because it said, "Oh, you're back out of the green circle." I'm like, and at this point, the customer's looking at me. The customer came out and she's like, "Oh, don't worry, you're not the only one. Anytime Walmart or Amazon, they got to walk up the driveway a little far." I'm like, but it makes no sense because at this point, I'm standing on your front porch. But the Sparks GPS was off and by about 60 feet. I guess I got my steps in that I didn't get if it had been a shopping order. It's like, yeah, either way, you're getting your steps in. Let's go. Matt Dog, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Ryan does probably 90% shop and pay on DoorDash and Uber Eats. Sisler, yeah, inauguration next Monday. What about Shipped? I haven't messed with Shipped. I know some of you guys said Shipped is Target's version, which really confused me because uh, in Nebraska, when I shopped at Hy-Vee, anytime they scan the barcode for the tax exempt, they'd always give you the receipt and it would always say shipped on it. But I'm doing DoorDash, but it came up. It would always come up as shipped. So I never figured out why. I don't know if it's in Hy-Vee's system, but I figured shipped was like more like Instacart. But I need to look into shipped. Mary says, been there, done that. Oh, getting the extra steps in. That stupid green circle. Warren got your AR up to 98. Something has to give soon. It can't keep going this well forever. Yeah, you take advantage of it though. Ryan hit 92. I think mine's 80. I think mine's 81 right now. It's what happens when you do like earn by time, which has been decent lately. Do earn by time like 4 or 5 deliveries, and then just go back to Spark. That's what I've been doing to try to get my deliveries up. Greetings from Ukraine, the city of Odessa. Yeah, what's going on? Definitely not sustainable, says Ron. Yeah, definitely not. But take advantage of it while it lasts. Raj, yes, Dasher. We're talking DoorDash. Shipped, Grubhub, Spark, Feet. No, not Feet Finder. Red, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Mad Dog doing great. Just got signed up for delivered and shipped. Nice. Raj has Instacart, Uber Eats, Dash, Roadie, Flex, Spark. I'm on the wait list for Flex. I'm just happy that after almost 2 years, I got off of the wait list on Spark. Mike says Shipped also partnered with Winn-Dixie, Publix, ABC Liquor, etc. It's not the worst gig app. To be honest, I've had reasonable success. Okay. Yeah, it just threw me off because everybody's like, Shipped. That's Target. Like, well, my Hy-Vee receipts on DoorDash always say shipped, so. Mary doesn't like deliver that. One of the issues that I've ran into here, I guess I could probably do the same thing as I did with Spark and just use a different zip code. And I'd probably end up having to do that. Is I'm close enough, being in southwestern Washington, being in Vancouver, the Vancouver zone. Uber, rideshare, Lyft rideshare, and I think it was delivered that, or it might have been just delivered. Yeah, they're right. One of those two. It forces me to be in the Portland zone as far as signing up, and there are so many stupid regulations and and that to get signed up. I'm just the ones for rideshare are just ridiculous. Is Winn Dixie really still open? I'm gonna assume so. I've never been inside a Winn Dixie. Eric, what's going on? Ellen, how are you doing? Mary's at 89. I'm assuming acceptance rate. I know she's not 89 years old. Um, remember when Food Lion bought them all in my hometown ages ago? And Kroger, I haven't heard any more updates because Kroger's buying Albertsons and Safeway. So, Red, you 18 months at the Bigfoot level. Remember, okay. Red, you're red. Just okay? Make sure their address is valid through GIS 911 address verify system. They just call courthouse. Trust me, I know. Work as postmaster and USPS is the one who validate. Okay. Are you back in the future yet? You have no idea. I've been going through records in the 1940s, the 1950s, the 1820s. So yeah, I've been down a couple rabbit holes the last few days. Daniel says if I don't, or asks if I donate 300, what will you do? Well, for 300, you gotta, I don't know. It's YouTube. It's only so much that I can do. Brian, thank you. Yeah, I will say thank you. Humbly and graciously. Shipped, you have to wait for the tips. Only thing I don't like. So they don't. I remember somebody else saying they don't show the tips up front, but you don't know if you got tips or if there is a tip at all. Is that true? Matt Dog did my first deliver that catering order today. Paid 32 and it was a breeze. James, how long did it take for you to get on Spark? Well, let's put it this way. I'm 38 now. I was 36. I just turned 36 when I signed up. It took a little while. Don't use your zip code though. If you haven't signed up yet, don't use your zip code. Google, figure out where Spark is launching next, where Walmart is launching Spark, I guess. Find that zip code. Just sign up under a different zip code. Once you're on the Spark platform, you can change your zone anytime you want. You could literally road trip across the country doing Spark. So I would recommend just finding out what area they're going to be launching in, sign up there, and odds are you'll be one of the first ones. So that's how I would do it. Yeah, almost 2 years. Kroger Albertsons deal is dead. That's actually good news. That's great news, especially for this area, because straight down the road, turn left, there's Safeway, turn right, there's Fred Meyer, which is Kroger. And if you go 10 blocks down the road, there's Albertsons. So it would really suck to lose at least one, if not two, of the three stores. C-Dub, what's going on? Out dashing? How is it? Esteban. Yes, tonight is Tuesday. Well, it's Tuesday night. Slow Tuesday evening in my market. C-Dub, it was very slow here. I took one. I couldn't even get on DoorDash. I took one order on Uber Eats, and then I took a 32, $33 Spark Run. Yeah, and that was it. It was not a good day. Omar, what's going on? Corey, how are you doing? LJ, what's going on, brother? It's been a while. Um, not sure what happened to Brian. Brian's okay though. Vicky, you're not late. Even if you are, it's not a job. I can't fire you. How's your Tuesday going? Mods, what's going on? It's been a little while as well. Yeah, some days it's definitely a struggle to even make 100. And yeah, that is with multi-apping. I think the last like 3 days that I've gone out that I've been able to make 100. I think it's just been Spark. Yeah. Well, let's take a look. What was the last time I made over $100 just on DoorDash? This is going to be depressing. Nope. Ooh, maybe that day? Nope. Nope. I made $91 on December 4th. Let's see. Sunday, December 1st, I made $122 on DoorDash. I made $114 on Wednesday, November 27th, which obviously it's the day before Thanksgiving. So, yeah, it's been a little while. Angelo, how are you doing? David, how are we doing? James says finally picking up in Wilmington, North Carolina for DoorDash. Oh no, Mary, you're the wrong Walmart. Oh, I haven't had that happen yet. Esteban says Tuesdays are always slow in every market. I've had some decent Tuesdays here, more so here than in Nebraska, but still. David says I was on DoorDash for 2 hours, got one order, declined five, but I did get $90 for the Spark orders. That's where it's at. Number 9, that we're just hanging out, talking gig work, pretty much talking about anything. But you're surrounded by a bunch of gig workers, so tip or we won't deliver your food. Joking, kind of. Lexi, how are you doing? Corey says I dashed in 14-degree snow-covered roads. Definitely done that a few times. It's perks about living in Nebraska. Ryan, today was 78 days in a row that I worked. Last day off was October 28th. Ryan, I don't know what it's going to take, but you need to take a day off. You really need to take a day off, brother. LJ says I had some ups and downs last year. Lost my job at Papa John's. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, the shop closed? So you're just doing Eats and Uber. So I had a pay cut. It's slow in the UK. Also moved house. I've been busy with that. They just up and closed Papa John's there. So like a Pizza Hut, or I don't know. Maybe this is time to do something that you want to do, like that you really want to do. Not burnt out yet. I get FOMO if I don't work. Do we need to like come strap you down and with like duct tape or something to keep you from working for 24 hours? I will do it. Mondays and Tuesdays are very slow. Yeah, yesterday I was actually really surprised. I'm like, it's Monday, it's gonna be a good day, and I'm like, okay, it's not. Do you dirty stack your Spark orders? That's the only way I take any DoorDash orders now. I haven't yet. I wouldn't be opposed to it if something actually popped up and worked. I don't know if you discussed it yet, but I see North Fork Survivors has the video out on your adventure. Yes, I'm still working on mine. If you want, I called myself an a-hole in that video, and I didn't think that he was going to keep it in, but he did. I didn't even know the camera was on. That's my bad. I should have known the camera's on because that's what I do. But yes, part one of that video is out. Who do I got in here? Speaking of, thank you for bringing that up, Vicky. Who do I got? Some like classic car guys in here, or gals? It's okay, both. Any classic car people in here? I have a random question. Ryan, don't go too extreme on the FOMO though. To my knowledge, they haven't started DoorDashers Anonymous. I'll just go out and do DoorDash and Grubhub and Walmart Spark when I get off my regular job. Put in 2.5 hours until it gets dark. Yeah, like I said, by the end of the year, I will not be doing gig work full time. I'll be doing something else, but not a W-2. And I guess I have, we're 14 days in, so I got 351 days to figure it out. No, it's been a while. I haven't watched your lives lately, but I watch your videos. Well, I appreciate that. I'm glad to see you. Glad you're doing well. Lexi, I'm doing good. Staying away, trying to stay away from rabbit holes, and have been failing miserably. Esteban says I do not have a mortgage or rent. I work 40 hours on my W-2 and do gig work 7 days a week. That is a lot of time for a 12-year-old. It's a running joke. Esteban's not 12. I think he's 13 now. Till it gets dark until it starts to get dark at 8 again, I can put on a lot more hours. I just can't drive at night. I know, I had to go get new headlights, and those have been a complete game changer. Lexi, I completely agree with you on that. Recommend taking one day off before the universe forces you to take a day off. Yes, because that day that the universe might force you to take off might cost you a tire or brakes or a fuel pump or you know any number of things. So not jinxing you, trying to save you from getting jinxed. Take a day off. Heck, take half a day off. If I had to choose just one, DoorDash or Spark. Oh boy. At this moment, the way the apps have been going, I would have to go with Spark. I will become the Brash Sparkler. Sparkler sounds cool, but my eyeballs don't like working at night. Ryan, you need the headlights I got. Night delivery is scary because of the deer. Andrew, what's going on? Drinking Corona with or without the lime. Mondays are usually one of the highest paying days in my market. I know. Usually they're really decent here. I can make 100 or close to at least close to $100 pretty quick. And yesterday, absolutely terrible. What did I do yesterday? Matt, what's going on? What's my deal? I don't know. Are we trying to start something here? It would help if I opened up the apps and not my screenshots because I didn't vlog yesterday. The whole day, the entire day, my zone has been gray. The entire day. And it during lunch today, all of Portland was gray as well. Kind of crazy. What? Let's see. I made 18.25 yesterday on 2 orders on DoorDash. And I made see, $48.16 on Spark. So 48 and 18, 60, about 66, $67. I think everyone is feeling the pinch with gig work. I'm due a holiday this year, so I have something planned for later in the year. Take a holiday, man. It's also a vacation for us on this side of the pond. Regular job, I do deliveries. When I get off that job, I go do deliveries. So there's some Papa John's. I haven't really seen many Papa John's around here, but a lot of franchises now have like one or two of their own company cars so that they can have somebody deliver for them that might not have a vehicle of their own. So might look into that. At least be something. Does an O2 count as a classic? Not for another 7 years. Austin, Eric, what's going on? James says, yes, I love classic cars. So we found 2 vehicles That video, like I said, will be on the other channel. North Fork Survivors has part 1 out. I don't have much to go off of because the taillights are gone, the emblems are gone. But this is the tail end of a, looks like mid-late 50s, 1950s, maybe early 1960s station wagon that survived, well, somewhat survived the volcanic eruption. And I cannot for the life of me figure out what kind of car it is. The sharp edges, though, up there really make it seem like 50s, like, but I can't find, could not find anything that said what kind of car it was. Uber sucks here. Not one order today. Sunset. Not one. Lexi, I actually don't mind working at night, but I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that for gig work, I worked at Papa John's for 4 years, 3 years. Before that, I worked an overnight job. I worked a second shift job and then a third shift job. So I've been a night owl since I was 20. No, before that, because I worked a hotel. I did third shift front desk at a hotel. I've been working late for like 20 years, so my sleep clock is broke. Ryan, I got a 10-cent tip today. Esteban got a printer, got a 5-cent tip. Yeah, at that point, I'd rather get no tip. Just don't tip at all, because like it actually takes effort to go into the app and go delete 0.10 or 0.05. It takes, like, that's an insult. I would, no, if I'm gonna order and I'm gonna tip, and say I'm gonna tip in cash, I'm at least, gonna tip a couple bucks in the app so somebody will pick it up. Esteban, I was right, 13. There we go. They love to send me stacks with one miserable tipper paired with one good one. Ugh, I hate when they do that. Richard, what's going on? Just do reaction videos of popular topics like Osmond Gold does, basically steal content and get paid. I'd rather come up with something of my own. Something, it's one reason I started the second channel. I may end up starting a third channel at some point, doing like genealogy research or something. I'm proud of you for taking it so gracefully. That's always the most frustrating thing to me. Order and tip well, or just don't do it. Lexi, yeah, your car accident. Spark non-tippers still get delivered since Walmart actually pays. Yeah, that one. And I guess I mean, some of those, I don't know. Anybody out here that does Spark that's on here, have you taken an order that had no tip on it that they end up tipping later? Is that something that happens kind of regularly, or do they just don't care? Corey got a 10-cent tip too last week. What a jokester. Those ones, like, the next time that happens to me, I got a feeling I'm going to be losing subscribers because I'm probably going to walk back out to my car, find a dime or a quarter, and whatever they tip me, and I'm just going to go put it back on their porch because, like, I don't need it. Your 10 cents isn't going to make a difference in my day. But since it's all you could afford to tip, I'm going to make sure and get that back to you because you obviously need it more than I do. So, I mean, that's just being nice. That's just being polite. Um, Taking care of the customer, right? Hey, pal, what's your deal? Ryan, like I said, we've been talking. I talked to you about it earlier today. It's like some people, and their comments. Like somebody tried to argue with me in the comments. They ended up deleting their comment, but they tried to argue with me in the comment section about something that happened in the last video, and tried to tell me that I didn't know what I was talking about. I'm in the video. I edited the video. I was there while the video was being made. I'm pretty sure I'm the one that knows what I'm talking about. Spark second choice DoorDash. Yeah, I would probably, even though I'm still learning a little bit on Spark, the money's better on Spark. I would use DoorDash as a backup because I know how the system works. And at least if I'm in an area and I can at least get on, even if it's like earned by time, I know at some point I'll probably at least get something. Because like it or hate it, it's the most popular food app. Mods drives a 2017 WRX STI, and so just don't take it personal when I'm talking about Subarus. I have a fourth brake light on the bottom rear bumper, and the thing is so bright you can see 3 miles away. At some point, I'm going to sneeze, and I'm going to try to hit the sneeze button. Photo guy, what's going on, brother? Don't rely heavily on any one app. They all each have their perks and times to go on. I just meant like for overall experience, the money's better on Spark, and the money's there. The miles on some of them might be a little bit ridiculous, but honestly, I gotta go back and find that. Somebody commented asking about mileage. If it basically is it gonna matter? And I don't know. I really don't know if we're gonna reach a point where mileage doesn't matter. I mean, for some people, it never did. Tony, what's going on? 2 baby leopards. I don't think they'd get along with the dogs here. Ryan, we only buy tigers and muskrats. People who order CBD probably don't tip anyway. It'll be interesting to see. I think one of the issues when it comes to tip, that might be a good topic for a video. I feel like one of the issues, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments or if you have a differing opinion, but I think one of the reasons that like the tipping culture has gotten so bad when it comes to even food delivery, or especially food delivery, is because everybody else and their mother is asking for a tip. Did you check yourself out at the airport lounge? Yes. Would you like to leave a tip? To who? You go into Dairy Queen. You go into places. It's like, why do they have a tip jar? Like all of a sudden, everybody got on the tipping bandwagon, and I think that is a huge issue that has caused a lot of people to stop tipping because it's gone from tip your delivery driver to you know tip tip the employee who just greeted you. Uh, tip. Everybody's coming out with the tipping option everywhere, and I think that in itself has ruined tipping on actual food delivery. John, what's going on? Driving in St. Pete. Great for me. $200 yesterday in 6 hours. 150 in five. Oh, I hear Florida's pretty nice this time of year. Never been to Florida. I gotta get down. I gotta get down there though. St. Pete area sounds like a good place as any. Richard says, "Aren't there any high-end restaurants in Portland with 20 to 30 plus entrees where the totals can get big at dinner time?" I have no idea. I refuse to go to Portland. There's probably some nice areas, the suburbs and that. There's like what, Happy Valley. Um, I'm drawing a blank on names, but I'm sure there's some decent areas. I for me to go to Portland, I would probably need body armor. Spark app during evening hours, 8 p.m. to close, gives pretty sweet shopping orders. Small and close miles could typically complete 3 orders an hour. Hmm. I may have to give that a try because, oh, what was it? There was an order. As long as they're close. I did decline one order today that face value is pretty decent. I think the first drop off was like 2 miles away, and that was 99% of the order itself. And then 10 miles west, where there's nothing to pick up from, uh, the customer ordered one nail polish. I'm not delivering somebody one little bottle of nail polish. I cannot support that level of laziness. Because I'm sorry, in my opinion, and it's my opinion, I feel like if you're ordering delivery for one little thing of nail polish, and it was even clear coat, I just can't. I I can't. Austin, you're lucky you got on Spark. I don't know how much of it was luck, and I don't know how much of it was just that I waited so long. Uh, I feel like I showed up 2 years early to get in line to get tickets to a concert. Like it was almost a 2 year wait. Deb, how are you doing? Mindy, how are you? It's been a hot minute since I've seen you. How you doing? Deb, you did the same thing. You applied in a different town, got in quicker. Non-tippers need to not order. Don't they have enough money? Okay, no problem. But then don't order without tipping. It's just not right. And if you want to tip and you're like, you don't want to pay all the fees, just order from the restaurant. And like, I still get tips on orders that were ordered from the restaurant. Person in the background is saying there's no hope. My aunt and uncle are out there. They're probably watching the news. They get riled up about politics. Those are likely EBT customers that cannot tip using their EBT card. Yeah, but I feel like you still have to have some other form of like a debit card or credit card on file in case you order anything that is not covered under EBT, SNAP, food stamps, whatever you want to call it. Love wins. How are you doing? Good to see you. Lexi, LOL. That's what it makes one feel like doing. Here, take your 10 cents back. Yeah, I don't need it. That's all you can afford to tip. You obviously need it more than I do. Are we sure we all know what we're talking about? Yes. Uber Eats customer reduce your tip on a Chipotle order by $1. That's not even worth the effort. Like if I ordered and you delivered to me and the order was wrong or something's missing, I'm not going to go in and reduce the tip by $1. Like, it's $1. My mind, I done gave that money away. It's gone. Whatever the delivery fee is, what all these other fees are, whatever the tip is, I already spent it. I hit confirm, order, deliver, whatever it says when you do it. I've never delivered. I've never ordered on DoorDash. But the moment I hit that in my brain, that money's gone. So, Corey, I agree. People can be such pricks. People shouldn't tip pennies. Sometimes that's all the sense they have. I haven't been able to get on since yesterday or today for DoorDash. Yeah, I've been the entire day. This zone, the zone I'm in, the entire day it's been gray. Haven't seen turn red once. Danny, how you doing? What would you do if? Okay, what? What would you do if when you? Okay, so he said yes would go. Punk Chica, have a good night. Good to see you. Scotty, what's going on, man? Living the big gig dreams. Sometimes it's a nightmare, just letting you know. Nah, it's like life. It's what we make it. Justin, not been tip baited yet. Not yet. You drive a Chevy Trax. Kaz, hi from Japan. What's going on? How's it going? I don't think I've had somebody from Japan in here before. Is $8 per mile a good tip? Dollar to mile, yeah. Now, if you're ordering like $500 worth of groceries and you want me to go shop for it, that's probably not a good tip. Or if you just ordered if you ordered like a $300 catering order and you're tipping $8. But I mean, in all honesty, though, last video we delivered $115 Red Robin order to somebody who tipped nothing. These apps call it delivery fee, which is a misnomer if it doesn't go to the driver. That is an excellent point. And I was talking to, I don't even remember who I was talking to. It might have been my aunt. Even in this day, and here's the irony, because you can go pick up a Papa John's order. And I think Pizza Hut does the same thing. Domino's does the same thing. I haven't seen Little Caesars doesn't because they themselves don't officially offer delivery, or they wouldn't offer delivery without DoorDash. I don't even know where I was going with that now. Oh, on the box, Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's. On the box, it says delivery fee is not a tip. Delivery fee does not go to the driver. It's not that hard. And those warnings have been on pizza boxes forever. So people should know by now that delivery fee, all the fees and everything that DoorDash charges the customer, all of that is just for the ability for that customer to use the app to order. Doesn't guarantee they're going to get their food ordered. It's just because none of those fees go to us. We're not out here charging our own fees. That would be cool. I would love to charge my own fees. Mary likes sparking at night. Esteban, Floridians think it's cold right now in Florida. I don't really ever wear a coat. I really don't. I almost never wear. If I'm gonna be out and about, then I'll probably layer up. But if I'm out doing DoorDash or Spark or whatever, if I'm out working, I'm in and out of my car so much that wearing a big bulky coat is more of a pain in the butt than it is, worth it. So I just, if it gets too cold, I layer up. But yeah, I think, what is it in Florida right now? Like 70? Only place that properly gives the delivery fee is Papa John's. If the customer uses the Papa John's app, says corporate and DoorDash. Never seen a no tip there. Regular Papa John's have the DoorDash trash. Drain the Swamp, what's going on? Seen a commercial on your stream yesterday and it showed Walmart delivery putting groceries in customers' cabinets driving a white Walmart van. Warren, I didn't mean to say that it was in Portland or part of Portland. It's more of like a suburb or the outliers. Are all drugs illegal in Portland? I think are they still that way? They're for quite a few for a few years. Was it the 2016 election or 2020 election? They just legalized everything in the state of Oregon. The same state where One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was filmed. Now you can go do anything you want in that state. I heard, was it Spark? Somebody recently offered or announced that they were going to start doing like in-home delivery. I feel like Spark was one of them, but it was like in-home grocery delivery. Somebody would bring you your groceries and put them away for you. I don't know about that. I feel like that should be reserved for somebody um, that is, in some form like physically challenged, spina bifida, they're on crutches, or they're in a wheelchair, or they're elderly. Um, I feel like that would be okay, but just your average like family or delivering to a house with a bunch of college students, I don't think that would be a great idea. DoorDash has been offering more catering orders lately. No complaints. I haven't seen one in 2 months. It's been close to 2 months. Taylin, how's it going? In 5 years, I've gotten one catering order from DoorDash. Says Mary. That's not good. I'm gonna jinx you, and you'll get one Friday. Speak it into existence. Truth is, DoorDash catering orders are not exclusive to rewards. It is proximity and dependent on the market. Platinum is not needed. Don't believe the lie. Yeah, no, it's not. And I've had a total of, I think I've had a total of like five catering. I've had five orders pop up as catering. No, I've had six. The first two were on per order, so it's like 825, or no, one was like 825 or 850, will be higher. The other one is like 14 or 1425, will be higher. Um, the last four catering orders that I've had sent to me have all been on earn by time. So you can get catering orders on earn by time. Obviously, the base pay isn't as good, but Lexi, yes, they had me buying and delivering one single bottle of clear coat nail polish. Just can't do it. I refuse to can, as Ryan says. People who don't tip use the service. Who People who don't tip who use the service should use Dash Pass or Uber One, which removes the fees. No excuse not to tip then. Exactly. And if you're ordering probably more than 3 times a month, um, Dash Pass is probably a good thing, I guess. I think DoorDash kind of shot themselves on the foot on this because now they're using the fees for people who don't have Dash Pass to pay the base pay to get the orders delivered to the people who are using Dash Pass. It's dumb. Raven, greetings. You got a $35 tip on DoorDash from Wendy's? I'd go get a Powerball ticket because that is a unicorn right there. Justin, you got the new virus? I didn't know there was one. All depends on the select areas, and gig apps will all use certain ones, just work better in areas than others. Eric says Spark has more non-tippers than DoorDash. That is probably true. But Spark also pays higher, so I'm not making excuses, but if DoorDash paid even half of what Spark pays, it'd be a whole lot better base pay. But that'll never happen. Spark is full of no tippers. It's Walmart. Just look at the demographics. I know the same people that we used to run into and see. Well, let me rephrase. The people that we would go into Walmart to see at 3 o'clock in the morning are the no tippers now. I miss those days. You guys miss those days? Just walking to Walmart at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, feeling sad. Took about 2 minutes. Be like, I feel just looking around. About 2 minutes. All right, I'm gonna go now because I feel better about myself. Was it aunt and uncle talking about abolishing the IRS January 20th? I have no idea what they were, what exactly they were yelling about. It's not a bad idea though, right? No IRS, no taxes. Then, well, never mind. I was gonna say then people will be able to tip more, but I feel like yeah, there's certain people that just would not tip regardless. Don't really trip out on tips if the order was good enough for me to accept it. The rest doesn't matter. Sparkler's trash for me today. Yeah, it was rough. Everything's slow, but I'm making some money on DoorDash. Definitely multi-apping. I've gotten $5 in dimes one time. I could not believe they did that. You can wash your car, I guess. I had somebody tip like $4. Tip me like $4 in quarters. They're like, sorry, man, it's laundry day. It's the only cash I got on me. I'm like, hey, it's okay. I'm gonna go wash my car later. Worked out. He got rid of quarters that he didn't need, and I got to wash my car with quarters I did need. January 20th, external revenue service begins. The IRS is slowly but surely being limited or removed. Nice. Let's go. There should be a mandatory base tip for all customers for the time and distance we all travel. I think there should be something. Obviously, more than a $2 base pay. There should be some sort of mileage pay, $2 or $2 base plus, 60 cents a mile or something. There should be that. And I feel like if they actually did that, then DoorDash's response would be to actually get their software to send the orders to the right stores so that you're not picking up at one McDonald's, driving past 3 to drop it off. It would actually go to the closest available McDonald's. I don't understand why DoorDash does the things they do. Like it just does not make any rational, logical sense, even as a business. Like if I did, I have a friend that has a business. I won't get into details. I don't have his permission to share it, but I guarantee because I've talked to him a little bit about DoorDash. If I tried to implement half the things that DoorDash has done in his business, I'd be looking for a job really, really quick. Do they have DoorDash in Japan? That's a really good question. I have no idea. Hopefully, somebody's got an answer as I am way behind on chat. We forgave non-tippers, but it's just not right. Drivers using their cars, picking up your order, and driving to you. A tip is not much to ask for. No, it's not. And I think I would like to see them also. I know it's my wish list. Wish list in January after Christmas. That's great timing by me. I would like. It won't ever. It won't, nothing I say is ever going to happen. The DoorDash is going to be going. He's full of good ideas. We should implement all of them. If a customer does not tip, though, I don't think their rating should count. Louis. Or Louis. Is it Louis the Fifth? Recently lost my job. Do you think it's possible to make ends meet doing DoorDash and Uber Eats in the meantime? If you have around 2K worth of bills. Yes. Because 2,000 at 25 days, that's 5 days a week. Wait, why did I do that? No, that's right, because you at least get 1 day off. 25 days a month working, if you made $80 a day, base, bare minimum, which it can easily be done. You're not going to get rich. You're not going to. But if it's something to get you by until something else, sometimes it's easier to just break down the numbers and into bite-sized pieces instead of trying to look at the whole picture and then get overwhelmed. So that's what I do. As long as I take my expenses plus a little extra, I divide it out by however many days a week I like minimum would drive, and it gets my minimum of how much I need to make a day. Mom says sorry for the dogs and the yelling. It's okay. It's a grind. Yes, it's a grind, but it's definitely possible. Saw that Red Robin video and I was like, what? No tipping, but you live in $1 million property. I was going back and forth with somebody in the comments today about the drop off before that. That I was rude to the customer. My sarcasm was rude. When I said, like I said, something like, I hope I'm appreciated for going to the store and delivering across the street. And this person was like, you never said that. The only across the street delivery was the first one. It was Dairy Queen. I'm like, no, I said I delivered across the street on the Wendy's order. They were like, oh, you never said. I'm like, oh my God. Then they end up deleting their comment. This is what I was talking about at the beginning of the live stream. Like, some people just just need attention. We should charge our own fees. I'm considering starting my own personal shopping and food delivery business. Start with customers that you deliver to. If you have regular customers and they enjoy seeing you and you enjoy seeing them and delivering to them, you don't talk to them about it. It's about to get really cold. Entire U.S. this upcoming week. Teens and freezing. Great. I don't ever look at the weather, what it's doing here. Only time I look at the weather is if I'm like want to go out up to the mountain or just go spend some time outside. What's the weather doing here the next week? Tomorrow high of 46, low of 31. 40, 42, 44, 41, 39, 40, 42, 42. Pretty consistent. Although today was like a high of 37. It was actually pretty cold. The commercial was real. Okay, what did I miss? Uber Eats is used more in other countries. Yeah, they definitely Uber got a foothold in when it comes to a lot of being in other countries, so it made it easier for them to expand Uber Eats in those same countries. I was 17 delivering for Pizza Inn. We have no app to tell us how to get there, and you had to know how to read a paper map or a map. Yeah, I've definitely used a paper map on more than one occasion. And delivering pizza, delivering a Papa John's, that's between that and the first 2 years of doing Uber. That's why, like, when I'm in Nebraska, I don't ever use GPS at all. I don't need to. I know where everything's at. It's a gift and a curse. Says I wouldn't feel comfortable. That commercial. Walmart is advertising having someone bring your groceries in and put them away. That's the commercial. Makes sense. Trying not to skip. I'm gonna have to skip some comments, but I am reading all of them. Can read a paper map. Teaching my son, Mandy. It's a good mom. Says Walmart employees putting the groceries away. I seen the commercial on this stream. So I even talk about Spark, and then the Spark ad pops up. Market always has earn by time locked out. Yeah, some days it's hard to hear just to get on. I was delivering my favorite shop and pay trips were from Sprouts. I don't think I've ever seen a Sprouts or been in one. And I tried Uber's flat rate. It's weird. It stays active even if you go offline and back on. Sort of like a layer over your online. Oh, nice. I guess that works. Same way with DoorDash though, as far as like declining. If you decline 2, then they boot you off and you can't go on. Oh my God, Warren. Oh, I like that. When a pile of dollar bills from cash chips gets over 50, I take it to the bank and tell them it's my money from stripping. Warren, do you cover yourself in glitter as a cross reference? Dan, what's going on? Ruby Ridge, sad day. I want to do a vlog on that. The nice thing is it's only a 6-hour drive. 7. It's a day drive. I got family that live up in northern Idaho. That was creepy. My GoPro just randomly turned off, but it never turned. I didn't hear it turn on. That's weird. Small order like that sounds like a scam. We're just loose in a Ziploc bag. Cost of living is different in a state, so mandatory thing would not work. Timestamp 7:21 for science. Oh, Jesus. My God, I have never been this far behind. What Walmarts are open late? None. They all close at 11. We should get an automatic 5-star on every order because the rating system doesn't work. No, it doesn't. At all. The rules are, it's like, whose line is it anyway? You know? Where the rules are made up and the points don't matter. Hey, no problem, Louis. Louis. I didn't see a correction, so I don't know which way is correct. Want to be a stiffer, you should have to order close to you. Auto tip like restaurants do for parties of 8+. I believe that should be if you order something over a certain dollar amount, there's an automatic fee, or there's an automatic mandatory tip. Because, like, yeah. That's her middle name, by the way. GD. It's always. You knock it off. Right now. Let her go. So how are you guys doing? Even I'm getting free entertainment. Delivered a DoorDash order going not even a mile. They told me they left $1.50 under the doormat. The only time I'm generally okay with somebody tipping me $1 is if I'm delivering to somebody's like 80, 90-year-old grandma. I will accept that. Why? Because that was standard tip most of her life. So she's in that habit. I will take the $1. It's the only time I'll take $1 and actually be cool with it. I got an order from a single mom once, and her app message broke my heart. I went back and left her 100 in a note. Yeah, you gotta watch, Ryan. You gotta watch that eye sweat, man. Oh, Vicky, -3. Whew. Yeah, I was looking at the weather because I've been planning on going back out to Nebraska for a couple weeks, and I'm like, Okay, we're waiting. So I don't have a definite date. We're keeping an eye on the weather. So sooner or closer we get, I'll let you guys know um, when that does. When we will take the trip. Still got to get Starlink too. Of course, it's not going to get you rich. We wouldn't be here. I work at 5 every morning, get off at 3, then DoorDash and whatever other apps I got. Sprouts is popular in the DMV area. Okay. One of these days I'll see a Sprouts. Charlie, if you read this, you have caught up on chat. Well, I'm getting there. I'm getting there slowly. I've never been this behind on chat. Anyone ever been in a 7-Eleven while it was getting robbed? I was once, and that scared the guy behind the counter pulled out. That I haven't been. Never been. There was one time I thought something was going to happen, and I worked at a gas station in my younger years and didn't get robbed. I hear them. What are they arguing about? There's 2 dogs. Ella, by the way, is one of the dogs. So anytime you hear Ella, God, that she probably did something. She definitely did something. Um, Ella is one of those dogs that you could put her on the moon or in the desert, and she would find something to chew on. Like, and she's like past puppy stage, so I don't know. Do I look like Caesar Milan? Love wins. Always good to see you. Have a good night. Talking about delivering, reading the map. 80s and 90s. Lexi says, "Do you want to know what's in your room, Charlie?" Oh, there's a ghost of an old lady. Oh, I'm caught up. I enjoy delivering to seniors and special needs people more than others. Scotty, I agree. They're fun. I always have a good. Yeah, you can have a good conversation. They are the customers that are truly, genuinely appreciative of going to the store, going to the restaurant, picking up their order, shopping their groceries, delivering it to them. Um, I gotta. The older I can't say old people anymore because the older you get, then has anyone heard from Ivan recently? I haven't seen Ivan in a couple weeks. Daryl, what's going on? How you doing? Mama Ranch is, if that's the mama you're talking about, um, probably bouncing between multiple live streams since she is got a lot of wrenches. I want to keep responding to what you're saying, but you're so far behind on chat. I'm caught up now. For now, I should be good for the next few minutes anyway. Daryl, I'm doing good. Glad you're doing good. Your wife in there hollering at the kids. No, that would be my aunt and uncle yelling, and my mother yelling at their dogs. I'm sometimes surprised when I hand an order off to an elderly person. I tend to expect younger folks to use delivery apps. Yeah, some well, I don't know. I got to be careful here. I have one of my uncles. We don't really ever talk on the phone, but he'll message me back and forth, Facebook Messenger. Um, he's 70, 71. It does amaze me though. What you said brings up a thought that, yeah, it just amazes me. Some deliveries you go to, elderly person's like, I don't know how this works, and then you go deliver to another elderly person, and they know their iPhone better than you do. I'm like, just like with younger people, some people just get it, and others don't. So yeah, David though, no, David, I have no wife. No wife for this guy. Haven't found somebody lucky enough to put up with me. Am I doing crypto mining while driving? No. But I like live streaming ride alongs and cross country trips, so having a Starlink setup would be cool. And how do I know that it's a lady? I've been told that it's a lady. So I don't know, Lexi. You can let me know if I'm wrong on that. Agreed. I need to stop underestimating people sometimes. They are not all boomers. Quotes. Oh, William Shatner went to space, and that dude's like, what was he, like 93 now? 93, 94? Jose, greetings. How you doing? Only 40 in Dallas. Look down, get down in the 20. Ooh, that is definitely cold for Dallas. James, have a good night, man. Yeah, make some good money this week. Am I into crypto? I've toyed around with it a little bit. Who told you it's a lady? A couple family members told me it's a lady. I don't know if they were just assuming that it was a lady. As far as crypto goes, I wish I could get in that flying DeLorean and go back to 2009 where I could buy a Bitcoin for like 20 cents, 25 cents. Pocket change in 2009 would have made somebody a billionaire. I don't know. So am I right or wrong on that, Lexi? I can't believe I'm caught up. That never happens. He is 93 now. Good lord. Wait, somebody died in this house? I'll look into that now. Warren is 64 years young. Oh, you're just a teenager. Had a cell phone since 1990. Used to do tech support when we had to drop to a command prompt to manually fix the OS. Don't assume boomers aren't tech savvy. When Canada becomes the 51st weekend dash of the. What is the? Are we going to visit? What is it? Are we? What's the 52nd state going to be? Is it Iceland or Greenland? Jason's still here. Ryan says Jason is here taking a break from his Fortnite game. I could play some Fortnite. I could. I'm not going to. Yeah, I do play Fortnite on occasion. When I'm not working or going down rabbit holes or so I don't play very often. Jason, I almost thought we were going to make it through a whole live stream. I thought you almost forgot. Yes, J Twist is a paying troll. Captain Kirk is 93. It's the crazy thing, he doesn't look it. I just guessed on 93. Washington, Oregon, and California are going to be the newest Canadian province before Canada becomes. Is that really going to happen? See, Ryan, I was gonna do that, but I figured I'd let somebody else have some fun. Yeah, I don't. Now, Washington State could not be the difficult part, actually, because this goes both ways. There would be two Vancouvers. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because there's like 50 Bellevues. Bellevue, Nebraska, and Bellevue, Washington, and Bellevue everywhere. Why does every state have a Bellevue? Guess police officers are relaxed in Midlothian, Texas. I should ask if an old lady passed away there. I know, Jason. It almost wasn't a stream until you said that. I appreciate that. Springfield's another one. There's Bellevue everywhere. There's Springfield. Why did your comment get deleted? Which comment? I didn't delete any comment. Yeah, there's a Springfield, Illinois, and a Springfield, Ohio, and there's probably a Springfield, Indiana, and Missouri, and there is one in Missouri and Nebraska. There's only one Tulsa. Are you sure about that? Are we sure about that, Jason? North Carolina's got a Springfield. There's a Tulsa neighborhood in Lynn County, Oregon. There's a Springfield, Oregon, Missouri, Ohio, Illinois, Massachusetts, Virginia, Vermont, Tennessee. There's even a Springfield in Australia. Kentucky, New Jersey, Colorado, Louisiana, Arkansas. There's a lot of Springfields. 13 Belmonts in the US and Canada, and there's actually a Belmont neighborhood in Lincoln. Going down a rabbit hole because of me. It doesn't take much for me to go down a rabbit hole. What letter in the alphabet is not in any state? Ryan buzzed in quick with Q. Ralph, what's going on? Help me out, new here, but is dashing your primary income and why move to Washington? It is, but it won't be by the end of this year. Still doing gig work, just not doing it full time. I'll be doing it part time. A lot of other projects and things that I want to do. Not allowed to Google it. I just typed it in on Maps, and that was just the ones that came up on Maps. So yes, at the moment, gig work is my primary main source of income. As far as moving to Washington, sometimes you reach a certain point in life and you just need to change your scenery. And that's where I got to. So I hope that answers your question. Scotty asks, who uses what phone for the apps, iPhone or Android? I use iPhone. I've had an iPhone for about a decade now. So Maru used to live in Everett. Ryan's got friends in Everett and Snohomish. You went to Cascade High School in Everett? I feel like I know somebody that went there. Thanks. Yeah, better to move before stuck and too old to do it. Only got one life. Got to make the most of it. Maru, class of 2005. Hey, that was my class. I didn't go to Everett, though. Yeah, so we're the same age, or about the same age. Motorola, Android. I'm over here rocking my iPhone. I don't know how y'all put up with me. Where are my iPhone people at? Just leaving me out to dry. I see how it is. Oh, class of 06 should have been 05. Android, iPhone. I didn't miss your comment, Jason. I didn't want to mention underwear. David says class of 84. I'm getting old. No, you're not. I'm trying to think. Class of 84. So you're about my mom's age. So you were probably born 66, 67. Warren says 78 is great. Age is but a number. David says 67. Oh, okay, 67. Lexi, I'm older than you, Charlie. Haha, class of 04. I wasn't even born yet in 84, says Mindy. Let's not rub it in, but yeah, no. Well, I just had my birthday a couple weeks ago. Has it been a couple weeks already? Yeah, just about. What do you think sweet spot is for car cost type for gig work? Strat man, what's going on? 121284 1287. Ralph, I don't know. There's a lot of drivers out there that rock the Prius. I know we got about half. I probably got a handful, maybe half dozen in here that drive a Prius. I got a Toyota Camry. I would say, obviously gas mileage, fuel mileage is key. I wouldn't drive what Ryan's got. Ryan wouldn't drive it if he had another option, I'm sure. But yeah, a lot of people drive Priuses. I would definitely go with something like a Prius or I would say this. I'd probably go with a Toyota or a Toyota. And I suppose a Honda, but played it till my fingers bled. What's going on, Nick? Miguel. Of course I remember you. You owe me $300. I'm joking. You're as young as you feel. I feel like I shouldn't still be up here talking to you. I should be in bed. You got all of eternity to sleep. Kias are good. I ain't never owned a Toyota. This is the first Toyota that I've ever owned. Jason's got a Toyota. I got the 2015 Camry. He's got the 2014 Camry. Earl, what's going on? Late to the party, car talk. Oh man, we've been talking about this and that and the other. Yeah, good live. I always come back. I would be careful who you say that to. No, I'm joking. Lexi's got the RAV4. Like I said, Toyota's. Honda Civic, eyes open wide. Almost had a dyslexic moment there. Wouldn't be my first, won't be my last. You live in my favorite state, haha. Geology there is a wonder. Oh, it is. We went out this last week and found We were looking for one car in the mud flow from the eruption 45 years ago. We were looking for one car, and we ended up finding a second car that I don't think anybody knew was there. I almost tripped on it. It's okay. It's a cool story. Would have loved to see that car in its heyday, though. We were able to determine what the second car was. The car that we knew was there. We just had to find it. Can't figure out what kind of car that is. The car that we found buried. I was actually able to figure that out based off of a part number on the tail light. It was fun. Daryl's got the Scion. It's not the box one, is it? Please don't be the toaster on wheels. It is the toaster on wheels. Just, it's not purple, is it though? Please don't be purple. The car was too fast and too furious. Earl says the Xbox. The Xbox. Look up, Daryl, this is for you. Look up Train, 50 Ways to Say Goodbye. He mentions a Scion in the song a few times. That's the only reason I asked if it was purple. But, you guys, how the 2008 when they changed the body, then the last year, 2015. Can't read the VIN number. David, I can't. The issue with the one is it's been exposed so long. Some parts on that car, I can see, but you are the weakest link. Goodbye. The car that I was able to figure out, though, based off of the part number from the tail light, the VIN number was is actually about 8 or 9 inches under the underground and behind the door. We did figure out, though, that the car that's buried was a 1964 blue Chevy El Camino. And, oh, such a nice looking car. Or it was at one point a nice looking car. You guys, I didn't realize it's after 8, which means it's after 9, 10, 11, depending where you guys are watching. No worries, Ryan. I hope Mr. Ben Dober took it like a champ. I'm going to jump off here because I'm going to get myself in trouble more than normal. So, appreciate all of you. Ryan, I'll message you later. J Twist. Brian, you're back. Sorry, I don't know what happened. Something, I don't know. It is good to see you, though, Brian. David, Daryl, Earl, Lexi, Mary, Miguel. I will see all you guys later. I'm going to go get some food. I haven't ate today. Oh, crap, I haven't ate today. I'm going to go eat. Stratman, Moss, we will see you guys in the video tomorrow, and then we'll see you live next Tuesday. Be safe. Have fun. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. If you do, name it after me.